I'm Benny, a protege of Lon Cohen and fellow Gazette reporter. We all know Nero Wolfe, the genius, the orchids, the seventh of a ton of sedentary intellect. But this latest record, sex trafficking, cinnamon, and pretty clothes, feels different. It's grittier. I'm sitting here with the author. Tell me, Ted, how did you manage to capture Archie Goodwin in such a state of severe boredom?
Well, Benny, Archie was indeed at a breaking point. But before getting into why, I want to thank you for the interview and ask, aren't you the guy who wrote the one nasty SOB article about the Moor? Archie loved that article.
Awesome! Lon wanted me to write an article. But I wrote it with Archie in mind. Actually, I thrilled to be doing this interview. But Ted, how did you capture Archie's boredom?
Benny, Archie had spent 10 hours staring at germination records on an Excel spreadsheet when a woman named Ella, a black belt in Tai Chi, burst in because her sister Sherry had been snatched by sex traffickers. It wasn't just a case. It was Archie's escape from the Orchid Room's paperwork.
The chemistry in this audio is what hits you. Most Nero Wolfe readings are just one guy in a booth, but you've got a full cast. I heard Fritz Brenner and Archie arguing over, let me get this right, cinnamon?
Exactly. While the stakes are a rescue mission, life in the Brownstone has a structure that you just can't ignore. Archie bought Saigon cinnamon because the regular supplier cut us off for an unpaid bill. And Fritz had a conniption because Wolfe demands Ceylon. It's that domestic friction against the backdrop of a global trafficking ring run by a ghost called the Moor that makes this production feel alive.
Let's talk about the Moor, or Chase Morgan. He isn't your typical Wolfe villain. He's into counterfeit luxury goods and human exploitation. It's a dark turn for the series.
We see Wolfe's indignation rise not just because of the crime, but because the Brunson Club, a hive of villains, interfered with his orderly house. The audio production captured the tension of the raid on the Long Branch safe house, where Archie has to use a .38 and his wits to get Sherry back before she's moved into a rust bucket ship headed for Mauritania.
One final question. Is it true that Wolfe actually penalized Archie's salary for what he called the pedestrian vulgarity of the wrong cinnamon?
I'm afraid so. After saving the day and taking down a global criminal, Archie ended up with a lifetime supply of Ceylon cinnamon and a 6-month salary deduction to pay for it. It's the ultimate Wolfian ending.
Classic Wolfe. Stick around, folks. We're about to play a clip from the confrontation where Archie and Saul took Ella back to her place so she could put on some fresh clothes. They ran into... well, listen to the clip.
Everybody up against the wall.
Not going to happen, and you might want to drop that knife. Did you notice he had no French accent? Doubtless just hireling, a mere gunless gunslinger. Benny, I have one more question for you. Why on earth do you office in Ceylon?
The one nasty SOB story put me on the map there, Ted. But I've just opened another office in Bangkok. The tourism trade in Thailand is a $60 billion juggernaut, and they're desperate to keep it that way.
Nero certainly likes Ceylon cinnamon. Thailand has some nice orchids, but I'm not sure they would excite Nero.
How about a 6-figure fee? Nero likes his home comforts, but for a $250,000 retainer and a lifetime supply of Thai silk and spices, even he might find a way to work remotely. Are you in?
Phooey. I have reviewed the Bangkok protocol you sent. It is a squalid affair. VIP celebrities and high-ranking officials slaughtered to protect a drug corridor that threatens to besmirch your tourism trade. You made the gravity of the matter quite clear. Let us dispense with the pleasantries and cut to the chase. To engage my intellect on this shadow route requires a $250,000 retainer, paid in advance. Furthermore, I do not travel in the common vulgar sense of the word. If you require my presence in Bangkok, you will provide a private jet equipped for decadent comfort, room for myself, Archie, and Fritz. I will require an audience with your premier orchid gurus to examine your rarest dendrobiums, and Fritz must be permitted to exchange gourmet secrets with your most decorated chefs. My orchid tour will serve as the necessary screen. The world will see a sedentary botanist while I quietly excise the cancer from your silk trade. Satisfactory?